Welcome back to Change Your Life. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of San Antonio missions and U.S. state quarter value coins. In this video, we'll explore the worth, iconic designs, hidden treasures, and shocking history behind the top 10 most valuable and expensive state quarters from the United States of America. The coins we'll reveal include 2019 P San Antonio Missions Quarter, 2005 D Minnesota State Quarter, 2003 P Illinois State Quarter, 2016 P Cumberland Gap Quarter, 2003 D Missouri State Quarter, 2004 P Iowa State Quarter, 1995 P Washington Quarter, 2003 P Alabama State Quarter, 2015 P Bombay Hook Quarter, 2016 P Harper's Ferry Quarter. These are copper-nickel-clad coins, each with its classic state or national design, honoring America's history and heritage. At first glance, they may appear dirty, worn, and heavily circulated. But don't be fooled. Because rare mint marks, limited issues, and collector demand have turned some of these ordinary quarters into highly valuable treasures. Today, certain examples can be worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. So before you spend that old quarter, stick around, because you might be holding a fortune in your hands. Backhand index pointing right first up. Coin number 1. The year was 2019, and quietly, a coin entered circulation that would capture the attention of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The San Antonio Missions Quarter, minted in Philadelphia with the P mark, may look like any ordinary quarter to the casual eye, but hidden within its design and history lies a story that is shocking, fascinating, and incredibly valuable. This coin is not just currency, it is a piece of America's living history, a bridge between past and present, and a silent key to potential fortunes for those who truly understand its significance. On the reverse side, the coin features the iconic San Antonio Missions, standing as a testament to Texas's colonial past and the resilience of the people who built them centuries ago. Every archway, every stone, every detail in the design tells a story of faith, endurance, and history preserved in metal. The missions are more than buildings, they are symbols of survival, community, and legacy. On the obverse, the familiar face of George Washington gazes forward, timeless, observing a quarter that hides remarkable potential. This is not a modern penny, it is a true quarter made of copper-nickel-clad copper, built to last through decades of handling, change, and circulation. And yet, as is common with coins that pass through countless hands, this one shows its journey. In dirty, worn, heavily circulated condition, scratches, toning, and minor imperfections are visible across the surface. These marks tell a story, they are proof that this coin has lived, has been used, and has endured. But for collectors, these marks do not diminish the coin's value, they enhance its character, its authenticity, and its connection to history. What makes this coin truly fascinating is not just its design, but its place in the series of modern quarters. 2019 marked a time when collectors began paying close attention to mint marks, die errors, and production variations. Even a minor difference in the lines of the mission's architecture, the spacing of a letter, or the depth of an engraving can change a coin from common to extraordinary. Some coins in this series have quietly reached astonishing value, selling for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, in rare circumstances. The San Antonio Missions Quarter has the same potential for those who know where and how to look. Collectors often underestimate modern quarters, dismissing them as everyday change. But the San Antonio Missions Quarter proves that appearances are deceiving. Millions were minted, yet only a few carry the subtle characteristics that make them extremely rare and highly sought after. Every crease, every scratch, every sign of wear is a silent witness to decades of circulation, while simultaneously preserving a coin that could be worth far beyond its face value. This coin is more than just a quarter, it is a reminder of the power of history, design, and rarity combined. Its reverse design immortalizes the San Antonio missions, preserving their story in a tangible, collectible form. Its presence in everyday pockets across America ensures that history remains alive, circulating quietly while waiting for the sharp-eyed collector to recognize its value. The shock lies in realizing that something so ordinary, so easily overlooked, can hold unimaginable worth. In today's numismatic world, collectors are paying attention. Those who study mint marks, production errors, and circulation details know that modern quarters like the 2019 San Antonio missions can hide hidden treasures. A coin that was once used to buy a cup of coffee or a newspaper could now be the key to a life-changing discovery, a fortune hidden in plain sight. The excitement is palpable, the opportunity real, and the stakes high for anyone who understands the secrets embedded in these small pieces of metal. The story of the San Antonio Missions Quarter is a story of history, endurance, and possibility. From its intricate design to its solid composition, every inch of this coin tells a tale. Its journey through countless hands, its subtle imperfections, and its striking imagery all contribute to making it a piece that collectors cannot ignore. For those who understand, this coin is more than money, it is a bridge to history and a doorway to unimaginable wealth. This quarter reminds us all that value is often hidden where we least expect it. A coin in your pocket, your drawer, or your change jar could be worth far more than anyone realizes. The 2019 San Antonio Missions Quarter is proof that modern coins, even in ordinary circulation, can be extraordinary. For collectors who recognize its story, its design, and its rarity, this quarter is not just a coin, it is a treasure waiting to be discovered. For anyone holding this coin, the lesson is clear: do not spend it casually. Its history, its design, and its potential value make it a rare gem in modern American numismatics. What appears ordinary is extraordinary. What is in your hand could one day be worth a fortune. And so, this small, copper-nickel-clad quarter continues to move silently through pockets and wallets, carrying a story, a legacy, and the potential to transform the life of whoever truly recognizes its worth. The year was 2005, and quietly, a coin began its journey through the pockets and change jars of Americans, a coin that would later capture the attention of collectors, historians, and anyone who understands the hidden stories of currency. The Minnesota State Quarter, minted in Denver with the D mark, may look like any other quarter to the casual observer, but within its design and production lies a history that is shocking, fascinating, and potentially life-changing. This coin is not just money, it is a key to the past, a piece of artistry, and a symbol of opportunity for those who recognize its value. On the reverse side, the coin proudly displays Minnesota's nickname, the land of 10,000 lakes. The design features a loon gliding gracefully across shimmering water, surrounded by lush trees and distant hills. Every detail, every engraving, tells a story of the natural beauty, history, and identity of the state. This isn't just a bird and a lake, it's a tribute to Minnesota's landscape, its culture, and its people. On the obverse side, the familiar image of George Washington looks forward, timeless, silently observing a quarter that holds hidden potential far beyond its 25-cent face value. The coin is constructed from copper-nickel-clad copper, a durable composition meant to withstand decades of circulation. And circulate it did. Over the years, countless hands passed this quarter from pocket to register, from wallet to coin jar, leaving behind marks of use, scratches, toning, and grime that tell a story of everyday life in America. These signs of wear do not diminish the coin, they enhance its character, authenticity, and numismatic significance, proving it has truly lived. What makes the 2005 Minnesota State Quarter extraordinary is not just its imagery, but the subtle details and potential errors hidden within the minting process. Some quarters from this series exhibit double die features or slight misalignments that make them extremely rare in the collector's market. Even a minor variation in the loon's wings, the spacing of the trees, or the depth of the engraving can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into one worth thousands, even millions of dollars to the right buyer. Collectors often overlook modern quarters, dismissing them as common change, yet the Minnesota quarter proves appearances can be deceiving. While millions were minted, only a few carry the subtle characteristics that make them rare, collectible, and incredibly valuable. A coin that may have once bought a soda or a newspaper could now hold unimaginable worth for those who know how to find it. The story of this coin is also a story of Minnesota's history and heritage, immortalized in metal. Its reverse design is a tribute to the state's lakes, forests, and wildlife, a living reminder of the natural beauty that defines Minnesota. The coin circulates silently, moving through wallets and cash registers, carrying a story that most people will never notice but which collectors prize deeply. Even in dirty, worn, heavily circulated condition, this quarter has potential. Its scratches, toning, and signs of wear are proof of its journey, proof that it has endured through decades of hands and transactions. These marks are not flaws, they are testimony to its survival and authenticity. And for those who understand its story, the coin becomes more than currency, it becomes an investment, a historical artifact, and a potential fortune in miniature form. In the world of numismatics, the 2005 Minnesota State Quarter is a hidden treasure, quietly circulating while waiting for a sharp-eyed collector to recognize its value. It is a reminder that history is often hidden in plain sight, that the ordinary can become extraordinary, and that small objects can carry immense significance and potential wealth. The loon on the water is not just a bird, it is a symbol of possibility, of rarity, and of untapped fortune for those who look closely enough to see. This coin proves that value is not always obvious, and opportunity is not always flashy. The 2005 Minnesota State Quarter, even in worn and dirty condition, holds the power to surprise, to astonish, and to transform. For those who pay attention to its details, recognize its history, and respect its rarity, this quarter is more than a coin, it is a doorway to wealth, legacy, and the thrill of discovery. The year was 2003, and quietly, a coin slipped into circulation that would later leave numismatists, collectors, and historians utterly fascinated. The Illinois State Quarter, minted in Philadelphia with the P mark, is far more than just a 25-cent piece. On the surface, it looks ordinary, easily passed over in pocket change, yet hidden within its design and metal lies a story of history, artistry, and unimaginable value that few ever stop to consider. This coin is a portal into America's past, a symbol of ingenuity, and a potential treasure for anyone who truly sees its worth. On the reverse side, the coin honors Illinois as the land of Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, standing tall and resolute, is captured in timeless detail, reminding every holder of the man who shaped not just a state, but the very course of American history. Surrounding Lincoln, the design subtly reflects the spirit of Illinois, its leadership, its strength, and its enduring legacy. This isn't merely a portrait, it's a tribute, a miniature monument etched in metal, silently passing through countless hands while holding a story that spans generations. The obverse side features the familiar and steadfast image of George Washington, his gaze fixed forward, timeless, overseeing a quarter that seems ordinary but is anything but. The coin is made of copper-nickel-clad composition, a resilient alloy built to last decades, to withstand circulation, and to endure as both a piece of currency and a collectible. Over the years, this quarter has traveled countless pockets, registers, and wallets, accumulating the marks of everyday life, tiny scratches, subtle toning, and signs of heavy circulation. These marks do not diminish its worth, they enhance its story, its authenticity, and its allure to collectors worldwide. What makes the 2003 Illinois State Quarter so intriguing is not just its design but the potential hidden within its minting process. Philadelphia mint coins of this era occasionally exhibit rare features or minor die variations, imperfections so subtle that the untrained eye may never notice them. Yet these slight differences, perhaps a line here, a shadow there, or the depth of engraving, can transform a seemingly ordinary quarter into a highly valuable collector's item, sometimes worth thousands or even millions in the right market. Collectors often underestimate modern quarters, dismissing them as common change, but the Illinois State Quarter proves that appearances are deceiving. While millions of these coins were minted, only a few carry the rare characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. A coin that once bought a soda or paid for parking could now be a ticket to unimaginable fortune, waiting quietly in a drawer, jar, or register. The story of this quarter is also the story of Illinois itself. Its reverse design captures the pride and spirit of a state that gave America Abraham Lincoln, a man whose leadership shaped the nation. In a small, compact coin, the history, heritage, and cultural significance of Illinois are immortalized, silently traveling through the hands of ordinary Americans while remaining a treasure chest of potential wealth for the discerning collector. Even in dirty, heavily circulated condition, this quarter holds enormous potential. Its scratches, toning, and worn surfaces are proof of its journey through real life, making it authentic, historic, and highly collectible. For those who understand its story and recognize its subtle rarities, this coin is more than currency, it is a piece of history, a symbol of opportunity, and a potential fortune in miniature form. In the world of numismatics, the 2003 Illinois State Quarter is a hidden gem, quietly passing through circulation while hiding within it the secrets of rare features, historic tribute, and collectible value. Every line, every curve, and every detail carries weight. For the trained eye, this coin could be a key to wealth, a portal to history, and a symbol of the enduring importance of recognizing the extraordinary within the ordinary. This coin proves that value is rarely obvious, that treasures are often hidden in plain sight, and that even a seemingly small and ordinary object can contain the power to shock, astonish, and transform the life of anyone who uncovers its secrets. The Illinois State Quarter is not just a coin, it is a story, a legacy, and a potentially life-changing artifact, quietly waiting for someone to see it for what it truly is. The 2016 Cumberland Gap Quarter, minted in Philadelphia with the P mark, is far more than a piece of currency. At first glance, it may appear ordinary, just another quarter circulating through pockets and registers across the United States. Yet hidden within its design, metal, and history lies a story so powerful that it has captured the attention of collectors and historians alike. This coin is not just money, it is a window into America's past, a symbol of exploration, and a potential treasure for anyone who truly understands its significance. The reverse side of the coin proudly showcases the Cumberland Gap, famously called the first doorway to the West. This narrow pass through the Appalachian Mountains served as a critical route for early explorers and settlers venturing into Kentucky and beyond. On this coin, the gap is rendered in intricate detail, evoking the rugged beauty and historical importance of the region. Every line and curve in the design tells a story of adventure, risk, and the indomitable human spirit that pushed America's frontier westward. The obverse side features the familiar portrait of George Washington, whose steadfast gaze watches over the coin. The composition is the standard copper-nickel clad, built to endure circulation while maintaining a metallic sheen that hints at value. Despite being heavily circulated, with scratches, wear, and toning marking its surfaces, this quarter carries authenticity and history in every detail. These signs of wear do not reduce its worth, they enhance its narrative, proving it has journeyed through countless hands over the years, silently witnessing everyday American life. What makes this 2016 quarter especially fascinating is its place in the America the Beautiful series. Philadelphia Mint quarters like this one sometimes hold subtle variations, minor die errors, or unusual strikes that make them highly sought after by collectors. A seemingly ordinary quarter could hide a rare minting anomaly, transforming it from pocket change into a collectible worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions for the astute observer. Collectors often overlook modern quarters, assuming only older coins hold significant value. But the Cumberland Gap quarter is living proof that value can exist in plain sight, waiting for someone with knowledge and patience to recognize it. While millions of these coins were minted, only a few may carry characteristics that make them exceptionally rare or desirable. Owning one could mean holding a small piece of history, or even a potential fortune. The history behind the Cumberland Gap itself adds another layer of intrigue. This pass was the path taken by pioneers, explorers, and settlers who braved uncharted terrain to shape the future of the nation. Now, that history is captured in a quarter that travels unnoticed in wallets and jars, silently reminding us of the courage and determination of those who came before. Every scratch and mark on the coin is a testament to its journey through time, making it far more than just metal. It is a living artifact of American heritage. Even in dirty, heavily circulated condition, the Cumberland Gap quarter holds potential. The imperfections, scratches, faded luster, and toning don't diminish its story, they enhance its authenticity and historic value. To a collector, each mark is a chapter in the coin's journey, proof that it has survived decades of handling, and a silent testament to the history it represents. This coin is a reminder that treasures are often hidden in everyday objects, that extraordinary value can exist where we least expect it. The Cumberland Gap quarter is more than a coin, it is a story of exploration, a tribute to early American pioneers, and a potential game-changer for anyone who recognizes its true worth. For those who understand numismatics, this 2016 quarter is a rare and remarkable piece. It offers both historical significance and a possible financial windfall. The Cumberland Gap quarter stands as proof that even modern coins can carry shocking value, waiting patiently for someone to uncover its secrets, appreciate its story, and perhaps transform their life overnight. This coin is history in your hands, potential in your pocket, and a testament to the American spirit, quietly circulating yet quietly extraordinary, a hidden gem of the numismatic world. The 2003 Missouri State Quarter, minted in Denver with the D mark, is far more than a simple piece of currency. On the surface, it looks like any other quarter circulating in America's pockets, yet hidden within its design and history is a story that has fascinated collectors for years. This quarter is not just money, it is a slice of American history, a tribute to exploration, and a potential treasure for those who understand its significance. The reverse design captures the core of discovery, depicting the legendary Lewis and Clark expedition that began along the Missouri River in 1804. These explorers charted uncharted lands, faced harsh wilderness, and paved the way for the westward expansion of the United States. The coin also features the Gateway Arch in the background, the iconic symbol of St. Louis, known as the Gateway to the West. Every detail of the coin, from the figures of the explorers to the curves of the river and the arch, tells a story of courage, adventure, and discovery that resonates even centuries later. On the obverse side, the familiar George Washington portrait watches over the coin, connecting the past to the present. Its composition is copper-nickel clad, standard for quarters, built to survive decades of handling while keeping a metallic shine that hints at potential value. Though this coin may be dirty, worn, and heavily circulated, those scratches and marks do not reduce its worth, they enhance its narrative. Each imperfection is proof that it has traveled through countless hands, silently witnessing ordinary American life while carrying extraordinary historical significance. What makes this Missouri quarter especially exciting is its potential for hidden value. While millions were minted, subtle variations, minor die errors, or unusual strikes can make some examples incredibly rare. A seemingly ordinary quarter could hide a feature that transforms it from pocket change into a collectible worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions for the right person. Collectors and historians alike are fascinated by these details, constantly seeking coins with unique characteristics that elevate them above the rest. The story of the core of discovery adds an emotional depth to this quarter. These explorers risked everything to map the unknown, ensuring the expansion of a young nation. Now, that history is captured on a coin small enough to fit in your hand. Every scratch, every worn edge, and every faded shine on the coin is a silent witness to the passage of time, making it more than just currency, it is a living artifact of American heritage. Despite its circulation, this quarter is an example of how history and value can coexist in a small object. The imperfections, dirt, toning, and wear, do not diminish its significance, they enhance its authenticity. Each mark is a testament to its journey and a reminder that even everyday coins can carry remarkable stories and potential wealth. The Missouri State Quarter is a rare opportunity for collectors. Its combination of historical significance, iconic design, and potential rarity makes it a coin worth studying closely. For those who understand its story, this quarter is more than just a collectible, it is a chance to hold history in your hands while potentially securing a fortune. Even in dirty or worn condition, the Missouri State Quarter continues to capture attention, reminding collectors that value is not always obvious at first glance. The coin represents exploration, bravery, and the enduring American spirit, quietly circulating but quietly extraordinary. It is a testament to how small objects can hold extraordinary meaning, waiting for someone to recognize their true worth. For anyone with an eye for numismatics, the 2003 Missouri State Quarter is a must-watch piece, offering historical richness, aesthetic beauty, and untapped potential. This coin embodies the idea that even modern quarters can carry shocking value, waiting patiently for collectors to uncover their hidden secrets. This quarter is more than money, it is history, adventure, and opportunity rolled into one small, metal disc. Every detail, every mark, and every worn edge tells a story of America's past, reminding us that treasures can sometimes be hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right person to notice. The 2004 Iowa State Quarter, minted in Denver with the D mark, is a coin that holds far more than its 25-cent face value. At first glance, it might seem like any other quarter circulating in America, yet every detail of this coin hides a story of history, education, and national pride. It is a coin that quietly demands attention, a collectible that can transform a casual coin into a prized treasure for those who understand its significance. The reverse side of this coin features Iowa's tribute to Foundation in Education, showcasing a schoolhouse with a teacher and students, capturing the heart of the state's commitment to learning and the enduring value of knowledge. This design was inspired by Grant Wood, the legendary American painter, giving the coin an artistic and cultural depth that goes far beyond its metallic composition. The imagery of children in a classroom and the surrounding landscape serves as a reminder of Iowa's dedication to education, reflecting values that shaped generations and continue to define the state. On the obverse side, the familiar portrait of George Washington stands as a steadfast guardian, linking the state's educational ideals to the broader American narrative. Its copper-nickel-clad composition ensures durability, making it strong enough to survive decades of circulation while keeping its subtle shine intact. Though this coin may be dirty, worn, and heavily circulated, these marks of use do not diminish its value. In fact, they tell a story of a coin that has traveled far and witnessed countless lives, quietly preserving history in every scratch and nick. What makes this Iowa quarter truly fascinating is its potential for hidden value. Millions of these quarters were minted, yet specific coins may have minor minting anomalies, rare die strikes, or other subtle characteristics that make them highly sought after by collectors. A coin that seems ordinary in your pocket could hide features that transform it from simple change into a collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The intersection of art, history, and potential rarity makes this quarter a treasure waiting to be discovered. The historical context of Iowa's education system adds even more depth to the coin. The Foundation in Education design reminds us that the state played a vital role in building the educational framework of America, encouraging literacy, learning, and civic responsibility. This coin is a tangible link to those ideals, a miniature monument to the power of knowledge and the promise of progress. Every worn edge and faded shine is a silent witness to the passage of time, capturing the stories of the people who used it and the lessons that continue to endure. Even in circulated condition, this Iowa State Quarter stands as a symbol of cultural and historical importance. It represents the intersection of art, education, and national pride. Its modest size belies the significance of its design and the potential for value it holds in the hands of a knowledgeable collector. Every mark of wear, every trace of dirt, enhances its authenticity, making it more than just currency. It is a piece of history in your pocket. Collectors and historians alike recognize that the true power of this quarter lies in its story. The coin is a reminder that value is often hidden in plain sight, waiting for those who can see beyond the metal. It is a living artifact, a bridge between past and present, and a testament to the enduring importance of education in shaping the future. The Iowa State Quarter is also a reflection of American artistry through Grant Wood's influence. The coin captures not just the essence of the state, but the spirit of creativity and cultural pride that defines the nation. The combination of design, history, and subtle rarity makes it a collectible that appeals to both the mind and the heart. Holding this quarter is like holding a small but powerful piece of Iowa's legacy. Its story of education, its artistic inspiration, and its historical significance combine to make it a coin that is much more than pocket change. It is a symbol of knowledge, a link to the past, and a potential treasure that could change the fortune of anyone who recognizes its true value. This coin proves that even ordinary quarters can carry extraordinary significance. Its shocking history, remarkable design, and potential hidden value make it a standout in any collection. For those who take the time to understand it, the 2004 Iowa State Quarter is not just a coin, it is a story, a piece of art, a symbol, and a hidden gem waiting to make someone a collector's success story. The 1995 Washington Quarter, struck in Philadelphia with the P Mint mark, is a coin that carries more than 25 cents. It carries a story, a legacy, and a silent power that many collectors overlook. At first glance, it may seem ordinary, yet every detail, from the classic eagle on its reverse to the steadfast portrait of George Washington on the obverse, hides layers of history and potential value. This quarter is a quiet testament to America's past, a coin that has seen the passage of time and survived decades in the hands of everyday citizens. On the reverse side, the classic eagle design spreads its wings as a symbol of freedom, strength, and vigilance. Every feather, every detail of the eagle's posture tells a story of the ideals that the United States was built upon. It is a design that connects the coin not just to monetary value, but to national pride. The eagle stands tall, surveying the world below, reminding collectors that even the simplest quarters can hold meaning far beyond their face value. The obverse side features George Washington, a portrait that has been revered on American currency for generations. Washington's stoic gaze is a reminder of the nation's founding principles, echoing the spirit of leadership and endurance. The coin's copper-nickel-clad composition ensures durability, allowing it to survive decades of circulation. Yet, even with its sturdy build, this coin shows the marks of time, dirt, wear, and scratches testify to a life spent in countless transactions, touching hands across America. These imperfections, far from diminishing the coin, add character and a story that collectors deeply value. The 1995 Washington Quarter holds the shocking potential for hidden worth. While millions were minted, certain coins may have minting errors, subtle die anomalies, or unusual characteristics that make them extremely collectible. What seems like an ordinary coin could be hiding rare features that transform it into a treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The real thrill lies in discovering these hidden anomalies, turning a casual coin into a collector's gem overnight. Collectors know that the coin's historical context adds to its mystique. The mid-1990s were a time of cultural and economic change in America, and this quarter quietly passed through the hands of millions. It is a silent witness to history, a small metallic observer of daily life, from bustling cities to quiet towns. Every scratch, every worn edge, tells a story of its journey, ordinary yet extraordinary, common yet priceless to those who recognize its significance. The coin is more than currency, it is a piece of Americana, a link between past and present, a tangible reminder of national heritage. Its copper-nickel-clad composition ensures it will endure, while the historical design captures a timeless beauty. This quarter proves that even coins used for small transactions can hold extraordinary meaning, and in the right hands, they can be worth far more than imagined. Holding a 1995 Washington quarter is like holding a piece of history. It represents the convergence of artistry, patriotism, and subtle rarity. Even in heavily circulated, dirty condition, it holds potential hidden value that savvy collectors understand instinctively. This coin embodies the principle that treasures are often hidden in plain sight. Ordinary objects can become extraordinary under the right perspective. Every worn mark, every trace of dirt is a story etched in metal. It reminds us that value is not always obvious, and history can be found in the smallest details. The coin is a treasure map in disguise, inviting collectors to look closer, to study, to uncover hidden gems in plain sight. The journey of this quarter is as fascinating as its design, making it a compelling collectible that transcends its monetary worth. From its design to its historical significance, the 1995 Washington quarter is a silent powerhouse of American numismatics. Its classic eagle, enduring portrait, and hidden potential create a narrative that fascinates both casual observers and serious collectors alike. It is a coin that proves that value is not just in dollars, but in history, story, and legacy. The real lesson of this coin is simple yet profound: never underestimate the ordinary. Millions of quarters exist, yet this one holds potential to change fortunes overnight for those who recognize its story. It is a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone to notice, to appreciate, and to unlock their full potential. The 1995 Washington quarter is more than a coin. It is history, it is art, it is mystery, and it is waiting for the collector bold enough to see it. The 2003 Alabama State Quarter, struck at the Philadelphia Mint with the P Mint mark, is far more than just a coin. It is a silent witness to courage, resilience, and American history. On its reverse side, the coin proudly displays Helen Keller, a figure who embodies the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. Known as the spirit of courage, this design is a powerful reminder that even in the face of overwhelming challenges, determination and perseverance shine through. Every line, every detail of Helen Keller's portrait tells a story of struggle and achievement that resonates far beyond the small size of this quarter. The obverse side features the familiar and steadfast portrait of George Washington, whose gaze commands respect and reflects the enduring values upon which the United States was founded. This juxtaposition, the steadfast founder and the inspiring figure of courage, creates a coin that is both historically significant and emotionally stirring. The copper-nickel-clad composition ensures that this coin has endured decades of circulation, absorbing the wear and tear of daily life while maintaining its iconic imagery. Every scratch, every worn edge, every trace of dirt is a testament to its journey, marking the coin as heavily circulated yet remarkably resilient. What makes this Alabama quarter truly shocking to collectors is not just its symbolism but also its rarity in terms of anomalies and variations. While millions were minted, subtle die variations, errors, or unique toning can make individual coins extraordinarily valuable. What may appear as an ordinary quarter in your pocket could hide hundreds or even thousands of dollars in potential value, waiting for an astute collector to recognize its hidden significance. This is the quiet power of numismatics, the ability of small, everyday coins to conceal extraordinary fortune in plain sight. The coin's historical context adds to its appeal. The early 2000s were a time of cultural and technological transformation in the United States, yet this small quarter carried forward the legacy of courage and determination, linking the past to the present. It is a tiny piece of America's story, a reminder that value is often found not in size but in meaning. Every worn detail, every imperfection, serves as a narrative of time, telling us that even heavily circulated coins can hold stories that surpass their monetary worth. Holding a 2003 Alabama State Quarter is like holding a piece of living history. It connects collectors to both the extraordinary achievements of Helen Keller and the timeless symbolism of George Washington. The coin's reverse design is more than art, it is a tribute to resilience, a lesson in courage that continues to inspire today. This quarter proves that even everyday currency can be transformed into a collectible treasure when seen through the lens of history and rarity. The coin's composition, copper-nickel clad, ensures that it withstands the rigors of time while retaining its aesthetic appeal. It is not just a monetary instrument, it is a story etched in metal, a conversation between past and present. The more heavily circulated the coin, the richer its story, turning wear into character, and imperfections into proof of authenticity. Collectors understand that these traces of history can be as valuable as any pristine coin in a safe. The Alabama State Quarter is a silent powerhouse of numismatic history. Its imagery, its journey through countless hands, and the inspiration it embodies combine to make it an object of fascination. It represents the extraordinary within the ordinary, the hidden potential in what many might overlook. The coin's very existence challenges collectors to look deeper, to find value where it is not immediately obvious, and to respect the layers of history it carries. Every detail, from Helen Keller's expressive portrait to the careful craftsmanship of the eagle and inscriptions, invites closer examination. This quarter is a reminder that patience, knowledge, and observation are key to uncovering hidden treasures. Even in dirty, worn, and heavily circulated condition, the coin possesses the power to astonish, to teach, and to reward. Its story is as long and deep as the lives it commemorates. The 2003 Alabama State Quarter stands as a testament to courage, history, and hidden value. It is a small coin with extraordinary significance, a collectible that proves that size does not determine importance. To hold it is to hold a fragment of American identity, a piece of resilience, and a potential fortune. This is the magic of coins, how something so small and common can contain stories, history, and the power to change fortunes overnight. Collectors know the truth, the 2003 Alabama State Quarter is more than currency. It is history, art, inspiration, and potential wealth all rolled into a single, unassuming piece of metal. It is proof that even in a heavily circulated, dirty condition, treasures can hide in plain sight, waiting for someone with the vision and knowledge to unlock their full potential. This coin is not just to be spent, it is to be studied, admired, and cherished as a link to courage, history, and the enduring spirit of America. The 2015 Bombay Hook Quarter, minted at the Philadelphia Mint with the iconic P Mint mark, is far more than just a coin. Its small size hides a story of nature, history, and artistic mastery that few notice at first glance. On its reverse side, the quarter proudly displays the great egret, an elegant and striking bird standing in the wetlands of Delaware's Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge. This image is not just a design, it is a tribute to the fragile beauty of American wildlife, capturing a moment frozen in metal that honors preservation, serenity, and the untamed spirit of nature. The obverse side features the ever-familiar portrait of George Washington, whose face has graced American coins for centuries. His calm, watchful gaze contrasts with the lively elegance of the great egret, creating a coin that blends historical gravitas with natural splendor. The copper-nickel-clad composition ensures that the coin remains durable, able to survive decades of circulation while keeping its iconic imagery intact. Every scratch, every worn edge, every trace of dirt tells a story of this quarter's journey through countless hands, each mark a silent witness to the coin's passage through history. What makes this Bombay Hook Quarter truly shocking to collectors is the subtle details and hidden potential that lie beneath its surface. While millions were minted, minor variations, die errors, or rare tonalities can make certain examples extremely valuable, transforming a common-looking coin into a treasure worth thousands, or even millions, to the right collector. This is the quiet magic of numismatics. Fortune often hides in plain sight, and the observant collector can uncover unimaginable value in what others dismiss as ordinary. The coin's design also carries deep historical and ecological significance. The Great Egret, depicted with careful artistry, symbolizes not only Delaware's rich natural heritage but also the broader story of American conservation efforts. Each line of the feathers, each curve of the bird's slender neck, tells a story of careful craftsmanship and a nation's respect for its wildlife. This quarter reminds collectors that coins are not just currency, they are tiny pieces of storytelling, history, and culture forged in metal. Every aspect of this coin, from the Great Egret's poised stance to the inscriptions surrounding it, invites admiration. The composition of the quarter, copper-nickel clad, ensures resilience while preserving a metallic sheen that catches the eye. Even in a dirty, worn, heavily circulated condition, this quarter exudes character, history, and potential wealth, each imperfection adding to its narrative rather than subtracting from it. Collectors know that these traces of use can actually enhance a coin story, making it a more authentic and compelling piece. Holding a 2015 Bombay hook quarter is like holding a fragment of living history. It connects the collector not only to the legacy of George Washington but also to the enduring beauty of America's natural landscapes. Each coin embodies the intersection of artistry, history, and the quiet wonders of the environment, making it an object that is both visually striking and historically significant. The more you study it, the more its layers of meaning unfold, revealing details that could be easily overlooked by a casual observer. The coin is also a reminder that numismatics is more than numbers and rarity, it is about stories, connections, and the discovery of hidden treasures. Even a heavily circulated example has the power to astonish, to teach, and to inspire. Its journey from the Philadelphia Mint to the hands of countless Americans makes it a silent storyteller, carrying lessons of patience, observation, and appreciation for detail. The 2015 Bombay hook quarter is not just a coin, it is a treasure disguised as currency, ready to reward those who take the time to look closer. Collectors recognize that this coin holds more than face value. Its subtle nuances, artistic brilliance, and historical significance combine to make it an object of fascination and desire. Whether it is a rare mint error, a unique toning, or simply the story it tells, this quarter proves that even ordinary coins can harbor extraordinary potential. The Great Egret stands not just as an image but as a symbol of opportunity, a reminder that hidden wealth can reside in the most unassuming forms. The 2015 Bombay hook quarter is a perfect example of why collectors are captivated by state quarters. Its reverse design is both educational and inspirational, teaching the observer about Delaware's natural treasures while also serving as a vehicle for potential fortune. Even in circulated, dirty condition, the coin commands attention, reminding us that treasure often hides where we least expect it, waiting for the right eyes to recognize its full value. Ultimately, this coin is a bridge between history, art, and wealth. It demonstrates the power of thoughtful design, meticulous minting, and the enduring allure of American coins. To hold it is to connect with the natural world, with history, and with the potential for immense numismatic reward. The 2015 Bombay hook quarter may appear ordinary at first glance, but it carries a legacy and a potential fortune that could change lives overnight. Every collector dreams of discovering such hidden gems, and this coin is a testament to the timeless excitement and mystery of coin collecting. The 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter, minted at the Philadelphia Mint with the P Mint mark, is more than just a coin. It is a piece of American history, forged in metal, and carried through time. On its reverse side, the coin features John Brown's fort, a symbol of courage, defiance, and the turbulent journey toward freedom that marked a pivotal moment in the United States. This fort was the staging ground for the 1859 raid led by John Brown, an event that would ignite tensions leading directly into the Civil War. Every detail of this coin's design echoes the gravity of that moment, capturing the fort's stoic presence and the weight of history it represents. On the obverse side, the coin bears the classic portrait of George Washington, whose calm, resolute gaze has guided countless coins across the centuries. The juxtaposition of Washington's steady presence with the dramatic significance of John Brown's fort creates a coin that is both historically grounded and emotionally stirring. This copper-nickel-clad composition, standard for quarters, ensures durability while preserving intricate details. Even in a dirty, worn, heavily circulated condition, the coin radiates character, telling the story of a journey through countless hands and lives, each scratch a silent witness to its passage through time. What makes this quarter truly shocking to collectors is that despite being a modern release, certain examples hold rare features, mint errors, and subtle variations that elevate them far beyond face value. Millions of these quarters were struck, yet careful observation can reveal coins that carry extraordinary numismatic value, making them hidden treasures in everyday circulation. A coin that might appear ordinary at first glance can, in the right hands, become a key to unimaginable wealth. Fortune often hides in plain sight, waiting for the keen eye of a collector to uncover it. The historical significance of John Brown's fort adds layers of depth to this coin. It is not just a reminder of a singular event, it symbolizes the struggle for justice, the courage to stand against oppression, and the sacrifices that shaped a nation. Each line etched into the fort's design tells a story of determination and resilience, and every corner of the quarter holds echoes of a turbulent era that still resonates today. For collectors, owning this coin is like holding a fragment of living history, a tangible connection to the courage and conviction that altered the course of a nation. Even the coins where in circulation tell their own story. Dirt, scratches, and marks are not imperfections, they are evidence of survival and journey, proof that this coin has existed in the hands of ordinary Americans, passing silently through the currents of life. In the world of numismatics, such traits add authenticity, intrigue, and narrative depth, transforming a simple quarter into a compelling historical artifact. Each imperfection heightens the coin's story, making it more than just a medium of exchange, but a silent storyteller of America's past. The craftsmanship of this quarter is remarkable. Every detail, from the fort's architecture to the inscriptions around it, reflects the careful artistry of the United States Mint. The coin's copper-nickel composition allows it to endure decades of handling while keeping the design crisp and recognizable. The more you study it, the more nuances emerge, subtle lines, precise engravings, and tiny details that might be overlooked at first glance. This is a coin designed not just to be spent, but to be studied, admired, and preserved for generations. Collectors also recognize that this coin is more than metal, it is potential. Hidden within its common appearance are features that can drastically affect its value. Slight die errors, variations in strike, and minting nuances make certain quarters extraordinarily rare and highly sought after. Even a circulated coin, if carefully preserved, can hold astonishing financial and historical significance. The Harper's Ferry quarter teaches a crucial lesson: value is often concealed in what seems ordinary, and opportunity favors those who observe carefully and act wisely. The 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter is a reminder that coins are tiny time capsules, blending artistry, history, and potential wealth. Each one carries a story of human endeavor and national identity, preserving a moment that continues to inspire and challenge. The Great Fort, immortalized on its reverse, serves as a symbol of courage, sacrifice, and relentless pursuit of justice, connecting the holder to a narrative that is larger than any single coin. Holding this quarter is an experience in itself. It connects collectors to a pivotal historical event, to the artistry of the United States Mint, and to the possibility of unrecognized fortune. Even in its worn state, the coin resonates with power, history, and significance. For anyone who studies, collects, or appreciates the craft of coinage, the Harper's Ferry quarter is more than currency, it is a portal to the past and a beacon of potential wealth. Every glance, every touch, reveals more layers, more depth, and more reason to treasure it. Ultimately, the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter stands as a perfect intersection of history, art, and financial potential. It is a coin that educates, inspires, and captivates. It reminds collectors that the world of numismatics is filled with hidden treasures, that even ordinary quarters can contain extraordinary stories, and that holding such a coin is to hold a piece of American legacy and unimaginable potential. The Harper's Ferry quarter proves that true value is not just in what you see, it is in the story, the history, and the patience to discover it.